Hey internet friends, we are moving this week, which is why I haven't been able to get as many videos done as my goal. I have a bunch of ideas, I just haven't had a lot of dedicated time. So I'm pulled into the parking lot at Lowe's right now, and I'm gonna go inside and get some locks because I'm gonna replace the locks in the place. And it started pouring rain. And so I'm sitting here kind of lamenting, one, the walk that I have ahead of me, and then two, the fact that I haven't been able to get a lot of videos done. And it reminded me of one of the things that's really important when you're trying to break through a hurdle or a wall when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to a side project, a hobby, even a side hustle. We don't always get dedicated blocks of time to be able to pursue the things that we want to get done. And so if you're trying to get something done and you find that you're not able to just find these pockets of time, I would encourage you to do what I'm trying to do right now, which is find a parking lot where you can film a video. Really what it means don't be so locked in by the constraints that you have in terms of how you accomplish your goals. So for me, obviously I have a setup that I've been working on. I have my glowy lights in the background with different colors. I have the little fake plant off to the side. I'm working on in the new place. I'm working on what I hope to be like a cool little setup in the background, stuff like that. Yes, I love that setup, and I think it's really helpful for me so that I can churn out content quickly at a level that I think looks good. But at the end of the day, I can create content in the parking lot at Lowe's as well. And so capture these small moments of time that you have in between the major things that you're trying to get accomplished. And what it's going to do is it's going to start building over time. Yeah, it's nice to be able to dedicate several hours towards a project, and you feel like you get a lot done that way. But by reclaiming these little pockets of time in between, you actually really build a powerful momentum, because what it means anytime there's downtime, you can jump in. So a practical example of what that looks like, let's say painting is the thing that you want to get better at. Obviously, you're going to have a setup. You're going to have paint. You're going to have maybe easels. You're going to have canvas or watercolor paper, whatever it is that you normally work with. So you can be a stickler for having all of those right mediums and materials. Or when you're out at a coffee shop and you have extra coffee, you can dip a paintbrush or even like a napkin tip or something, or your straw, and just kind of move it around on a napkin and begin painting that way. What you do is, or what you're doing in that is you're beginning to feel how the materials move. I've done that with ketchup. I have ketchup at the end of a meal, a little more on my plate than I was able to eat. And I'll use my fork and I'll kind of like draw shapes in it. And so you're exploring new mediums, but at the end of the day, you're working with the fundamentals of painting, or the fundamentals of the creative process that you're trying to learn. And so these little moments, while they may feel insignificant, really do add up, and they really do help you. In a lot of ways, they help you see the same thing that you're normally doing, but from a different perspective, which actually gives you a richer kind of skill set. It helps you learn it in a broader sense. So if you're up against a hurdle and you feel like you don't have time to create the way that you want to create, maybe open your hands a little bit. Consider creating a little bit differently with a whole new set of constraints, like in a car, in a rainstorm, as you're waiting to, or as you're trying to procrastinate going into the store. It's a moment. Take advantage of it.